Good morning, everyone. You probably can't see my face much because the sun is currently shining directly at me. So, but I'm on my way to class, and this is my first weekly vlog. So, it's currently Monday, but I just see like a bunch of other people do weekly vlogs, and they're kind of like my favorite videos to watch. So I was like, well, I'm gonna start because I think it'd be really fun, and sometimes it's hard to come up with like unique videos every single week. So I was like, well, if I do a weekly reading vlog, then that just kind of encompasses like reading for a whole week. So I was like, why not do one? So I finally decided to start my own reading vlog. So like I said, I'm currently on the way to school. I am currently reading Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I think it's probably going to be like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I only have 100 pages left, so I think that I'm going to be able to finish that today. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. And since I'm going to school, I'm probably just going to listen to the audiobook. I only have 3.5 hours left on it, so I definitely should be able to finish it today. But I think after school, I plan to go to Barnes & Noble because I want to get Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, because I've been wanting to read that book for a while now, and I just have been seeing so much about it. And there's a page on Instagram, and I'll link them, or like I'll put their @ right here, and they do like monthly read-alongs, and this month, or for October, it's Carry On. So I was like, okay, this is a sign, like I need to go and get it, I need to go and read it. So I'm really excited. But I actually haven't read Fangirl, but I looked it up, and everyone was saying like you don't need to read Fangirl to read Carry On, which is good because Fangirl doesn't really appeal to me, but every person says that Carry On is like fantastic, and I think the second one is coming out soon. So I'm like, now is a perfect time to read it. I'm about to finish Stalking Jack the Ripper. It'll be perfect. And I do plan on picking up Hunting Prince Dracula. I kind of wanted to take a little bit of a break from like the killing and the murder and everything like that. And I really haven't read like a light-hearted like type of funny comedic book in a hot minute. So I think that that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna try to read it pretty quickly and then pick up Hunting Prince Dracula probably after I finish Carry On. So that is my plans for today, is just to listen to the audiobook for Stalking Jack the Ripper and go to Barnes & Noble and get Carry On. And I have been like reading physically and audiobook. I've done more physical reading for Stalking Jack the Ripper, but I will say that the audiobook is really, really good. I highly recommend it. And yeah, so that's pretty much my plans for today. And if anything exciting happens or anything like that, I will let you guys know. So I just got back from school, and I also went to Barnes & Noble. So I finally got Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and I'm so excited. I love this cover so much. I like it so much better than like the original hardcover with like the yellow, blue, and the red. I think this cover is just so more like much more fantasy, and Simon and Baz on it. So currently I only have 30 pages left of Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'm on page 285, and there's like 318, so about 30. But I also came home and I had a package in the mail. So I believe this is from my boyfriend's mom because she's the greatest. And I think she sent me 2 books. So let's see. So she got me Scythe by Neil Shusterman, and this is another one of those books that I've been wanting to pick up for so long, and I'm so grateful that she bought it for me. That's so thoughtful, and I absolutely cannot wait to get into this one. And the second one is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro, and I believe this deals with like John Watson, and Sherlock Holmes is like, it's not ancestors, it's like descendants, I guess. But I'm super excited to get into this. I think it takes place at like a boarding school, and this is a really cool series. I've heard a lot about it. Thank you so much to my boyfriend's mom for sending me these. That's so awesome, and I cannot wait to get into them and to start reading. So, I just finished Stalking Jack the Ripper, and it was so good. Like, this was such a good read to start off fall season and Halloween season, and I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a pretty quick read. It wasn't slow paced, but it wasn't like super fast paced. I think it was like pretty medium paced, if that makes sense. It took a while to kind of get into the meat of the story, sort of, but I think that it was done really, really well, and I definitely plan on picking up the second one. I'm not going to be reading it next. I think I'm going to go to Carry On, but because I kind of want to break from like all the mutilation and murder and stuff like that. I kind of just want to take a break and read Carry On because it's going to be a really fun, lighthearted read, and I can't wait to get into it. But this book was so good, and the back of it says I was the girl who loved the Ripper, and that meant something completely different than I thought it was going to mean, and I really loved the ending. It took a twist that I really wasn't expecting, and the whole time they made it seem like, okay, they kept saying it was this one person, so I was like, okay, it's no way that it could be that person because that's way too obvious. And it ended up being someone that I didn't expect, actually, which is really good, and I loved it. I actually had such a good time reading this. It's such a good Halloween story, and it is basically about this girl whose uncle is a mortician, and it takes place in the 1800s, so she is not supposed to be interested in science and stuff like that, but she is actually an apprentice to him, and she is secretly like embalming bodies and like cutting into them and just researching them, all that kind of stuff. So she knows how to kind of do an investigation on a dead body, and she has to keep it secret. And she meets this guy who is also an apprentice to her uncle, and I loved him. I loved Audrey Rose as a main character. She was a really, really strong female lead and such a good role model, and I just really, really appreciated this book. I think it's I thought it was so good. I think everyone should read it. But if you're wondering whether or not you should pick this up, I highly recommend it. 4.5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, I really liked it. I liked all the characters. I think that my favorite was probably the uncle, because he sometimes brought like comedic relief, and like I just thought of him as like a crazy uncle, but not like crazy, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was really good. If you think you should pick this up, I definitely recommend it, and I will talk to you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. So it is now Tuesday, and I just I read about 2 chapters of Carry On last night, and I'm actually really loving it. I already highlighted like 2 parts, or I'm gonna annotate it because I feel like it's one of those books that if I didn't, then I'd regret it. So I'm gonna annotate it, but I already underlined 2 parts purple because they were so funny. And I think it's just gonna be such a good read, and I'm so excited. But in other news, I actually changed my YouTube account name. I changed it from Books with Lindsay to Lindsay and Books. So I just think that it fit better. I kind of just preferred it. And there were other names like similar to that. So I was like, well, I'm going to try to change it to something more like unique and stuff like that. So that is my new YouTube name. It didn't change drastically, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that it has changed. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated with Carry On as the day goes on. Hey guys, so it has been quite a while since the last time you saw like footage, but I read up to page 35, so I think it's like chapter 5 in Carry On, and I have to say that so far I am loving it. I'm having so much fun already. Like, I'm flying through it. Well, I say flying through it, but the parts that I did read, I read pretty quickly, and I love how it's like Harry Potter, but it's not. Like the part with like the tall lady, and there was a part in here, let me see, I don't think it spoils anything, but it was about it was like a dish at Dumbledore. So he's kind of talking about how he has like these lists of things that he like wants to remember about school. And one of them is the mage. I think that's how you pronounce it, mage. And it says, he was like, well, sometimes I think about taking him off, because it says, like in our 6th year, when he practically ignored me, every time I tried to talk to him, he told me he was in the middle of something important. And that just, I was like, okay, that's literally Half-Blood Prince. And when Dumbledore wouldn't talk to him and ignored him for basically the entire book. So I just thought that was really funny. It was a little dish at Dumbledore, and I just thought it was pretty funny. But I'm loving the humor so far. I really like Simon. I really like Penelope. And I'm excited to see where things go. I hope to finish it pretty soon. I think with her writing style, I'm like able to get through it pretty quickly. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on tomorrow. And I also got a new phone, but I don't know how I feel about the front camera. I kind of feel like I used to have an iPhone 8 Plus, and that one has like a really nice front camera, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this quality. I guess you guys can let me know. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to take like a lot better like Bookstagram pictures, because I have a nicer camera now, so it would be fun to do that. And yeah, I'll update you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is Wednesday and I just got back from school, but I'm loving Carry On so much that I actually looked up how much Wayward Son would be, because it just came out yesterday, I believe. And so I'm currently at Barnes & Noble because I but like I got the, I think it's like the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition, and it's like dark blue, and I love it. It looks so good. So I ordered it and they sent it here. So they told me it was ready to be picked up. So yeah, I think I'm like 70 pages into Carry On, and I'm loving it. I hope to read so much more tonight, but I will show you what Wayward Son looks like whenever I get it. So I got it, and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna set my phone down so I can like actually show you guys, but let me see if I can set it down on the window. Okay, so it looks like this, and it's like blue with little dots, and obviously Simon and Baz. And I'm gonna take the, oh my god. So this is what under the dust jacket looks like. It has little dots everywhere, so stars everywhere, and a crescent moon. And the inside cover looks like this. And I kind of looked up what the characters look like to just kind of get a better sense. So I'm not sure who this person is, but I think that's Agatha, Simon, Baz, and Penelope. Yeah, and it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I literally cannot get over how beautiful this is. Yeah, and then that's the whole dust jacket. In the back, it has them like riding in a Mustang, has them riding in a convertible. So I'm gonna finish Carry On as soon as possible so I can hurry up and get to Wayward Son. And this one's a lot shorter than Carry On. This one's I think around like 350, I think. And Wayward Son or Carry On is like 500 something. So yeah, big difference. I'm excited to finish Carry On and to get to this one, and I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so it's a little bit later,
And I actually think that I decided I'm going to redo my bookshelf because right now I have it by genre. So I think like the first shelf is like books I had to read for school, like nonfiction. Second shelf, well, I'll show you. So first shelf is like all of these. This is the second shelf. It's contemporary and John Green. And this is my Harry Potter shelf. And then this one is like just all the books. I didn't really know where to put them. And then this is my TBR shelf. And then over here is all of the series. And then this shelf is literally just Twilight, Stalking Jack the Ripper, a bunch of books I've gotten lately, and the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So I think I'm gonna do it in like color. I think I'm gonna do color like rainbow because I think that would be really cute. And it kills me not to put these series together, but I think that's just the best way that I can do it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm about to do. So I just finished and this is what I decided to do. So I have all of the red and orange and yellow, and then I have green and blue, and it kind of goes down to like some that I couldn't really figure out where they went. And then I have my Harry Potter section, which is purple. And then I have the black, and on this side I did like purple, pink, and then like kind of the grayish. I got really lazy at the end, but all the black ones. And I really like this shelf. It's all of, there's some more black ones, and then kind of goes into like tan and gold, and then silver, and then all the white ones. So this is overall what it looks like. I'm really happy with how it came out. I'll try to give you guys an overview. But that's what it looks like, and I'm really happy with it. Hey guys, so it's actually Friday, and I haven't gotten much reading done. I didn't read it all yesterday because I had a really important test today. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the vlog today so I can upload it today and let you guys see my first reading vlog.